Salute everyone. What's good? Knicks Real Talk. The follow up. It's your man Divine. The, the, the Cam Reddish aftermath. Man, we're going to get into it. Talk about the trade a little bit. What happened yesterday and break it down, man. Cam Reddish got traded to the Knicks, so we're going to do the follow up. You already know it's Knicks Real Talk. It's your man Divine. I'm in here, man. Let's get over it, man. Talk about it. Break it down. See what's good. See what you guys thoughts is after the trade. Really interesting trade. So we're going to break it down after everybody had a chance to marinate on it, talk about it, think about it. And y'all let me God know what y'all thinking out there and what's good with it, man. And what's going to be the repercussions of it. Are we going to move on? Are we going to keep them? Are we going to put them in a bigger trade and things of that nature? So we got a lot of stuff to discuss. We're going to talk about it, man, here at the midday follow up. It's your man Divine. Salute everybody, man. Hope everybody having a good day so far, whether you're at work or wherever you're at, man. You're handling your business. But yeah, man, as we know yesterday, the New York Knicks traded for Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks for Kevin Knox, a protected 2022 first round pick. They also got Solomon Hill in the deal for a 2025 second round pick. And we're going to get into it, man. Break it down at the midday joint, man, this morning. Let's see what we're talking about. Salute to everybody that's coming in right now, man. Salute to you guys. Let's get it popping, man. What you guys thinking about the trade? Are you happy with it? You know, what's your thoughts after you had a chance to sit down and contemplate about it, marinate about it, and see what your feelings is, man? Do you guys still think it's a good trade? Do you still think it's going to benefit the Knicks in one way or the other? Are we going to keep them? Are we going to put them in a bigger deal to get something to help to bring get a bigger name here? Remains to be seen. But you know, it's speculation out there that the Knicks could possibly just get him to move in with somebody else to get a bigger piece. So we will see how that go, man. But first and foremost, I think it was a good trade overall to benefit us one way or the other. Some young energy, a young athletic wing who can get down. So that was good to see, man. That we could do that. And let's just see how this thing go, man. Actually, I got the wrong thing up there. I apologize. But yeah, man, let's see how this thing go, man. I think we're gonna volley see where this thing gonna take us, man. I think Cam Reddish is a good ball player. Young man, 22. He got energy, can get down, wing size, 6'7", 6'8". Can shoot the ball, can defend very well at the wing spot, which is something that we desperately need. So I'm thinking that the Knicks gonna hold on to him for now. But the trading deadline is still only February 10th, not too long away. So I'm wondering, do you guys think that we're going to trade him in a package to get somebody bigger and a bigger name? So it might be some scenarios out there, some ideas out there people can be contemplating about. And it's going to remain to be seen what the Knicks going to do with that. And I'm really looking forward to the next couple of days to hear any noise out there and see what they're going to do with Cam Reddish. You know what I mean? If they're going to keep him and make him part of this thing with R.J. Barrett, or they're going to, move him for a bigger deal. And hopefully that, either way it go, work out for the Knicks one way or the other. But I do think that for now he will be here. He probably played with us, for a while. At least we know until February 10th or anything passed. And at the same time, they can also flip him. You know what I mean? They can flip him to get another player in here. So let's see how this thing going to go, man. And I'm really looking forward to the next couple of days and next week, especially starting tomorrow. We go down to Atlanta against Atlanta Hawks and play that game and see if he's going to be in the lineup, if he's going to play and things of that nature. I'm quite sure everything worked out with the physicals and everything. And maybe he will get up here. He might ready to suit up, get a uniform, go out here and represent for the New York Knicks, man, and try to get a W tomorrow. But you guys let me know what y'all thinking, man. Do y'all think Cam Reddish is going to be here, or do you think he's going to get moved for somebody else? So y'all give me your thoughts and ideas, man. Y'all let me know what y'all cats thinking and all that good stuff. Salute to the chat. That's hard to accomplish right there instead of not with that first round. Yeah, man. I hope we don't give up no grind. That's a no. But from what I'm hearing, that this deal is pretty much a wrap, though. So I'm hopefully that everything took care of itself already, and that might be out of the equation. Because I'm thinking that that's already a done deal. I think that these pieces are already being shipped down there, and it's starting to happen. So let's hope that Grimes is not a part of that, because I think Grimes is a part of the Knicks' future, and he is really interested to see that. I don't think the Knicks would do that. I really don't, because he's what the Knicks need. Let's hope that that's not the case. But salute to you, be civilized, and everybody. Let's get in here and get it popping on the midday, man. The follow up. It's your man Divine, your Knicks Real Talk. And we in here, man. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. They really, what I'm hearing, like Mark Berman and all these guys out here thinking that that this could be something happening, a bigger deal. But right now, we hopefully that this thing is just what it is. That he will be here for a minute unless we get somebody who's gonna bring something else to the table that's gonna help us out. And I do think that it can happen though. It can happen. He can be moved. And just to blend in with another player on our team or somebody else on our team who got another contract that can really bring another player to the table. Are you looking at like the Evan Fournier, the Alex Burks, and all these guys? Because if Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker come back, what do you do with Alex Burks' situation? You know what I mean? That could Alex Burks and Cam Reddish be putting the deal? Could Alex Burks, Cam Reddish and Nerlens Noel be putting the deal? Who knows? But if we gonna be here, then that's fine as well. But they're gonna trade him. Obviously, they're gonna look to get something bigger, and then that's gonna help establish what they're trying to do with Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett. So it's gonna be interesting for the next couple of weeks, guys. So we got to stay tuned in and locked in, and see what these guys are gonna do. Because the Knicks offense is making a move. They want to off coming out of the starting gate. They already struck first and struck early. You know what I mean? Other than the Cleveland Cavaliers trading for Rajon Rondo. The Knicks struck early, you know what I mean? Early, so maybe they might be doing this for a reason. Let's see, man. But if he's going to be here, I still think he's going to contribute one way or the other. Either going to play that backup wing spot at the 3, or like I said, they can move him, you know what I mean? But it's going to be interesting for sure. And I'm really looking forward to what the Knicks going to do. But yeah, man, it was a good trade overall. I really like what they did. I have no problem with it. Knox, with time for Knox to move on. Get him a new home, man. Get him some new fresh air, new energy. Maybe Atlanta Hawks said they're not going to trade him right away, but maybe he get to get some playing time down there. I don't think we're going to keep Solomon Hill. I think we're going to free up a roster spot, so I think that might be the case with that. That we might free up a roster spot with that, and bring in something else. So let's see how that's going to go. And if it do, then that'd be a good look as well, because I do think that the Knicks is not finished. And I do think they're going to bring something else to the table. So, I'm looking forward to see what Leon Rose, Worldwide West, Scott Perry, and all these guys going to do to bolster this thing up, man, and get another piece in here to help the Knicks moving forward. So, I do think there's some things out there. And like Mark Berman said, Knicks stockpiling access for a bigger deal. You know what I mean? And that's possible. For now, adding Cam Reddish without taking a rotation player means that too many wings unless Alec Burks stays that points guard. But Kemba Walker might be back on Saturday, so it's gonna be interesting. If Kemba Walker's back and if we go to the starting lineup, you're gonna move Alex Burks back to the wing position. So we got to see how that worked with Cam Reddish having Grimes and all these guys down there. It's gonna be interesting to see how this playing time develop. But I do believe that it's possible, though. I really do believe it's possible that they could move this guy. You know what I mean? He just was a piece to add to the puzzle. And where can they move or what were they moving for? Very interesting. We got some tradable contracts in New York, and we got a chance to make a move with this guy. So you guys let me know what y'all thinking, man. I'm looking at guys like, Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, maybe Noel or somebody, a couple of picks. You never know. Can they send him out to New Orleans, or can they send him down to Houston? Things of that nature, or Portland. They got assets they trying to move out there as well, but look like they about to blow that thing up. Because of Damian Lillard is gonna be out for like 6 to 8 weeks or whatever for the abdominal strain surgery. Might be longer than that. He might not even play the rest of the season. Who knows? So it's a lot of shaking and moving going on, moving and shaking. They could really make a move with this thing. And I'm really thinking that they might do something with it. And if they're not, it's a win-win situation. No matter for what the Knicks do, it's a win-win situation. Cam Reddish stay or Cam Reddish go was a good move by the New York Knicks. So I'm really thinking that could be would be kind of crazy. Yeah, you're right. I'm hoping that's not the case, because I think they did I think is finalized from what I see when I hear that that is a done deal with the Kevin Knox thing. The Knicks, I would not make that move if the Knicks would think they're giving Grimes in that deal. That's no way. That would be like, to me, going backwards. You know what I mean? I think they really wanted Kevin Knox because, first of all, he got an expiring contract. And that they looking to keep let everybody go other than Trae Young and Clint Capella. So having Kevin Knox expiring deal, it works for them with the money. You know what I mean? So they could bring in some more talent to go with Trae Young and Clint Capella. So I do think they take Kevin Knox for that reason right there. That's $5 or $6 million off the books. And it's a trade, at the end of the year, and they could reload and probably try to move Bogey or somebody and get some other pieces in here. So I do think that Kevin Knox thing is probably legit, and even with that pick that they got, they could move Kevin Knox and that pick, and to somebody like Sacramento who's looking to do things, probably looking to get rid of somebody like Buddy Hills and all these guys, and Atlanta they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, so I'm quite sure they're not trying to do no rebuild. So I do think they made this move because they knew they weren't going to be able to sign Cam Reddish again. They coach Nate McMillan said they're not really looking to develop nobody right now. They're looking to make some move to get it popping. So and that's why I think they made that move with the Knicks, because like I said, that's easy. Now you can throw Kevin Knox expiring and that same pick that we gave them in with some of their players to get them another deal. You know what I mean? And I really, that really makes sense for them. And it makes sense for us as well, because if Cam Reddish stays, then we got a legit 6'7", 6'8" small forward who can play the wing spot. And at the same time, he's talented enough to put in a deal with some of the contracts we got to get another fish up in here. So let's hope that that's what it is, man. And that the Knicks is going out there to make a move, man, playing some chess and trying to get this thing popping to get us another player in here with Julius Randle or R.J. Barrett to bolster this team if they not keep Cam Reddish. But I do think it's a win-win no matter what, man. So let's see how that thing go. And then if they get it popping, that's good for us. You know, it's real good for us, man. Either way it goes, a win-win. So we're looking forward to see if we're going to be in uniform tomorrow. We'll be down in Atlanta at the ATL, against the Hawks. So we're going to see if he's going to be in this thing. If Cam Reddish is going to be suited up, balling in the Knicks uniform back at home, you know what I mean? And see if he's going to go out there and Knicks give him some minutes and let Atlanta know why you traded me. So it's like, it's going to be crazy. Another one of these scenarios where, we got a player who got something to prove. And that's kind of a good thing when you got a young player who's hungry, you got something to prove. It might bode well for us. You know what I mean? That he go out there and do his thing and get it popping. So you know what? Like I said, man, the trade was good all the way around. I think both teams won. Nobody lost in this trade whatsoever. That first round protector 2022, that Charlotte pick, Charlotte probably going to be in the playoffs. So that pick not going to be that good. You know what I mean? And I haven't heard who's in the draft this year that's worthy of even going down that far and getting, from our standpoint, where we trying to go. We have enough young talent on our team already. And I don't know if we're going to draft anybody who's going to come here and play for our team next year. So I have no problem with moving that because we still got our pick, you know what I mean, and things of that nature. So, it was a good move overall. And let's see if we capitalize off it and move it forward. But I'm ready to roll with this here. I like what he brings to the table. The cat can defend the ball very well. He can shoot the ball well. When he was at Duke, he was lighting it up. And so let's see, man. Cam Reddish is a good ball player, young but good. But he fits the timeline with all the other young guys we got, like him, McBride, Grimes, Quickly, Obi, RJ. All these cats are young thoroughbreds, man. You know what I mean? Sims, even Mitchell Roberts only been around 4 years. He's still young. So we got a good young nucleus down there. Now we just got to put some real key veterans with Julius Randle and Derrick Rose and them guys just to get one more piece, man, a strong piece. Then I think we on to something. I mean, we got one more strong piece to make a move with. And I like the Christian Wood thing for me, for his contract and what he brings to the table. I would mind saying that they make a deal to get him down here, stretch 4 or 5, wing size. Hey, you want to throw Cam Reddish and Norris Noel down in Houston? I don't got a problem with that whatsoever. You know what I mean? And to bring Christian Woods up in the building, I think that'd be a good look for the Knicks. And he can really get down too. And I think, not long ago, the Knicks was pretty high on Christian Woods. They were looking, Scott Perry was looking at him like a couple of years ago. So who knows that thing might come to fruition. You know what I mean? And that's just another way out there. Then like I said, you still got Robert Covington out there. But I do like the Christian Wood thing. If Houston willing to do that, you might say him and Eric Gordon. Him and Eric Gordon. You might have to throw Burks, Fournier, somebody in there. If you throw Cam Reddish, let's just say Nerlens Noel, Alex Burks, you might can get that deal done. You might have to and get it done with some draft picks. Now you got a bona fide stretch 4 or 5 who could play the 4, could play the 5. You got Eric Gordon, a savvy veteran who's been in the playoffs, got experience, know how to get down, can shoot the long range, get to the hole. I think that is tremendous right there. You get them to, or you can look at the Detroit Pistons. You know what? You could flip Cam Reddish to somebody for Jeremy Grant. He only making $20 million, so you could throw in Cam Reddish to somebody over there and get Jeremy Grant up in here. So I don't think this thing is done. I do think this is just the first step in towards what they're trying to do. And we're going to stay locked into this thing, man, and see where it goes. But I do not think this thing is over whatsoever. I think there's going to be still some more willing and dealing going on, guys. And ladies, I just wonder what it's going to be. But I like the scenario that I put out there. I think they fit the Knicks well. The contracts work well. They're not long contract. Jeremy Grant probably got a year or 2 left. Christian Woods probably got a year or 2 left. So that's them good contracts. You know what I mean? And but I do think you add them two pieces to the puzzle, I think we get to make a deep run. I really do. And especially the way we playing right now and the way our team is coming around. So let's see, man. But if they don't make no move, the Cam Reddish are going to be that backup three. That him and Grimes quickly, and Burks. See, that's what's interesting, man. Who gets who's not going to be in a rotation? Is it Obi? You know, you can't take Grimes. I think Grimes done found his way in here. So you got to keep Grimes up in here, guys. I just think that he done found the way to get in this rotation and stay here for a minute. So, we got to see how it's going to go. Is Kemba Walker's going to get moved? Who knows? But right now, the Knicks playing good basketball. We on a good 2-game winning streak, looking to make it 3. We 500. Our defense is solid right now. We playing good basketball at MSG. So let's see how this thing go. But Cam Reddish thing, the aftermath of that is this here, whether he stay or whether he go. And I can see the Knicks doing it either way. And like I said, it's a good win-win move no matter what. But let's hope that it all work out for the best, and it's going to make our team more dominant. Yeah, Frank Montos. I can see that as well. I think he is here to stay. And Fournier, Burks, Kemba, and Noel Traber, absolutely. I can see that as well. That's why I brought the Houston thing up. Them contracts is all good there, but we're gonna have to I think them 4 guys right there are probably gonna be looking to go to a team that's gonna be playoff ready. I don't think they're gonna be going to a rebuild. So that's the reason why I threw Cam Reddish up in here. Houston gonna want some guys who they can some young assets up in there. I'm quite sure of that. Detroit Pistons, you see what they doing down there. Unless he's going out to some of these teams who looking to fight in the playoffs that could make some noise, that's very possible. Frank Monto, so I can see that that happening right there. But I do think some of them guys will get moved out of them 4. Let the Knicks stand pack and they just say, okay, Cam Reddish is the one that we need, and we'll roll with what we got. But I don't really see that. I do think there's going to be another move before the trading deadline. So let's see how that go. But if he's here to stay, that's a good thing as well. Yeah, and you can jet them cats up out of here, man. I do think them cats are definitely tradable. I think out of them 4 guys, somebody going. Ever Fournier, Noel, Kemba, one of them 3B, I can see one of them going as well. I just don't think that the Knicks going to keep all them guys, and when they can get another dominant piece in here, what you just put up there right there, $40 million in contracts. Close to $40 million. So if somebody looking to get rid of a contract that they don't want as long, and the Knicks can make a difference, then you got to look at that. You got to look at the Sacramento Kings. Look at De'Aaron Fox, things of that nature. His contract is. I'm quite sure they could take them guys, and after this year, Noel, Fournier, and all of them, they could move them guys. So you never know, man. It's going to be real interesting to see, and I do think they got a chance to make that thing happen. And that's real talk. So I'm really looking forward to what they could do with that. But I'm excited about Saturday. The game down in Atlanta. Knicks gonna be in Atlanta at State Farm Arena. Cam Reddish back in the building. And let's see if they can Knicks can come out and get the 3 in a row with this trade. But I'm quite sure. And there was the situation. Here's another situation I want you guys to marry on, the Obi Toppin situation. What do y'all think does this do with him? Though he don't play his position, but now you got another guy who pretty much can do what Obi Toppin do from this standpoint of shooting, a defender. Do y'all think the Knicks might be looking to say, you know what, they might move Obi Toppin? I don't know. What you got to think about that, because much as we love Obi, but the defense is not there. His minutes seem like they're being demoted since Julius Randle came back. He's not getting them quality minutes, and I just can't see the Knicks. I can't see the Knicks holding on to him too long. They're not going to make him a prime part of that thing, man. And the way Tibbs statching him out of that lineup all the time, what does that say? Does it say that he's not that important because Julius Randle getting the bulk of the minutes? We got to really think about that. That's why I keep bringing up the Christian Wood thing. You know what I mean? Do the Houston Rockets take Noel and Obi Toppin? You know what I mean? Take Noel or Obi Toppin? And things of that nature, and maybe a pick or 2 or whatever for this guy, man. That to me could be very, very plausible. So we're gonna see, but I do think the Knicks will make a move eventually. And because I just don't think that the way it looks, that's a good thing. Facts. Facts. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not looking for no young piece of meat. I'm looking for a prime player myself. Well, we need to make a significant move to put somebody around RJ and Julius Randle. You know what I mean? And but I do think in that 4 or 5 spot we can get a stretch dude that can keep these defenses honest. I'm really banking on that Christian Wood thing, man. I wanted him a couple of years ago and last year, so that contract is very movable. That's one guy I'm going to keep in the forefront of this thing. If you want to spend save money, go get Robert Covington on that spot. He's another wing player. You can add to the Knicks to bolster that defense. But whoever we bring in here is going to have to be able to knock him down and play D. You know what I mean? Unless it's a bona fide point guard. If it's a bona fide point guard, then that's a different story. But we'll see, man. I just think that I just think Obi, it just don't look good for him, man. I really don't, man. At the last game, the way Tibbs taking this man out the lineup, he only getting 5 minutes here, 11 minutes there. I mean, that don't look good at all. His body language don't look good because his defense is suspect. And I love Obi Toppin, man. I thought he was on the cusp of doing something before Julius Randle went out with COVID, but the protocol. He's 20-9. He's starting to come around. And then next thing you know, Julius Randle come back and now his minutes is gone. So I just don't see where that's going to end well. I really don't. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping he stay here and he turn it around, he get it popping, and just a little funk that he in. I'm hoping he come out of that funk and it's just something that's not, that's a detriment to what he's trying to do. But if not, we got to figure out how we're going to make that thing work with Obi Top because, electrifying as he is, man. I watched the last couple of games. His defense was suspect. He should be blocking more shots with that athleticism. I just don't think his defense fits what Tom Thibodeau trying to do. And but not to say that he won't be here, but he's gonna have to really show improvement in the next couple of games, man, and all that because the trading deadline is coming up. And like I said, that could be on his mind. If they move Kevin Knox, nobody's off the table. I don't think, other than our prime two. And I don't think anybody's off the table. So we'll see how it goes. And but Cam Reddish trade was a good one, and we just gotta keep marinating on that and see how that's gonna pan out tomorrow night. You know what I mean? And like I said, it starts tomorrow down in the ATL and we get it popping. You know what I mean? And Knicks going for that third victory, man. But I'm super excited about that, man. And it's a lot of names out there, but the Atlanta Hawks is looking to do some different things, man. From what I hear, they got everybody on the books except for Clint Capella and Trey Young. So it looks like they about to, because they are reeling. If they lose the game against us, it's gonna be hard for them to get back up in this thing. So I do not see them getting up in unless they get in the play-in. But they're gonna have to make some moves to get back up there. And it's getting kind of late in the season. And these games gonna start coming fast. They're gonna start going fast. So Atlanta, I can see why they did that. Like I said, and you look at John Collins, he's not super happy down there with the way things going down there. So they could be moving John Collins, for another piece. So and he just signed that 125 million guaranteed 5 years, 25 million a year. So his contract is not bad for what he do. You know what I mean? So they might be looking on to do some bigger things down there as well. Because you just gave Trey Young a $200 million extension, so they're not looking to go the other way. So I do think they're going to try to make some moves on that front and try to get it popping. As far as our Knicks, we're gonna see how it all pan out, man. I do Cam Reddish going to help us though. He's definitely going to help us. I'm not looking to move him whatsoever, but it's just that how the business is. You know what I mean? If somebody coming here that's prominent, you just never know. You know what I mean? You never know. It's a lot of scenarios out there. A lot of teams is looking to go another way to save money. They figure they're not going to be up in this thing in the playoffs. They say they want to retool because you remember this creating class supposed to be pretty decent, even though a lot of guys signed back with their former teams this off season to get that 5-year deal. This is a big free agent class coming up, a big free agent class. So it's going to be a lot of moving and shaking out there. And I just wonder how we're going to do. Are we going to try to get some inspiring for some of the guys we got to move to see who's going to be out there in this free agent thing in the summer? So are we just going to try to right now compete and get in the playoffs and go deep? And then at the end of the year, like I said, Fournier and them contract, Noel's contract, after this season, they got a year on that thing, man. So that's going to be easy to move. So let's see, man. It's going to be Cam Reddish and one more thing. I still think the Knicks got a chance to get out the first round and go deep. Out of the first round, I think we're going to turn this thing around for sure. I think we headed in the right direction. It's just a matter of time, before we get it popping. So I'm really looking forward to what's going on. Salute to my man Cash Out in the building. Yeah, man. So it just, just following up on the trade with Cam Reddish, man. What you guys think? Were you happy with it? Were you excited with it? Do you think we need to continue moving on and getting a couple of more pieces? It's going to be a lot of interesting scenarios out there for sure. And but it all started yesterday, man, with the news. Yeah, I could see that as well. Tiz, from what I hear, Tiz brought him in there, cash out, and that's interesting, man. But that's $19 million, man. You throw that in with another contract, you almost got a max player right there, almost. You know what I mean? So I really think it's definitely doable. He's been playing good lately, but it's definitely doable. Cash out. I can see them moving Fournier as well. And like I said, you add Fournier and another piece and a couple of picks, you just about can get anybody that's out there, because that's total $30 million, and then some good contracts that Fournier got in Noel or Burks, Kimber Walker. You guys got $9-10 million contracts. Of Fournier is 19. Man, you can really do some damage with them contracts. So, and it all depends. Mitch is starting to play real good basketball in New York. I don't see them really moving Mitch for what he getting paid right now, coming off a 19-10 dominating game. Against Dallas Mavericks. He's starting to get his conditioning back. So do you think? I don't know if they're going to move on from Mitch. I think they might hold on to him and just add another piece. Maybe move Nerlens as well, or they might not do anything. They might not do anything. They might feel like Cam Reddish is what they needed, and that's that. Salute to the Fishers. I like that one, man. I really like that. Devontae Murray, Thaddeus Young, Spurs, Fournier, Kemba, and Obi, and as many picks as needed. I'm with it. I'm with it. Good one, Cat the Fisher. Salute to you. Salute to Prince the Bun up in the building. Yes, sir. Salute to you, my brother. But yeah, that's a good one, the Fishers. I like that. I like that move, man. Yeah, I know you was, man. Me and you both, man. But you know what? Prince of Thunder might be best for Kevin Knox to go get a fresh start, get a chance to be close to home down from Orlando. I'm a Tampa area. You're right there in the ATL. Parents can get to see him more often. To drive right up the interstate, and and go in there and see his son play more often. He's going to get time in there, man. So, but I hate to see him go too, man. I just think the Knicks didn't do right by Kevin Knox over the 4 years he was here. They kind of didn't develop the man the way he needed to, and partly the blame on the Knicks, partly might be the blame on himself. But I thought the Knicks should have did him a little more better than they did. But Cam Reddish, that's a good move for us, Prince the Bun. So yeah, I'm happy with that as well. I really think that was a good move, man. Cam Reddish got size, he could get it, he could defend the wing, and that's what we're looking for in New York. He does one thing that Knox can't do, and that's the only thing. I think that's the defense. And so I got to give them their flowers on that, man. And but salute to Kevin Knox, man. Once a Knicks, always a Knick, man. I just hope he go down there and find a way to resurrect his career and get with the right team and get some minutes, man. Because with a talented dude like Kevin Knox, they should have developed that young man a little bit more, man. But you know what? It was bad timing when coming out of rookie year, had a great season. Then you bring in Mook Morris, you bring in Bobby Portis, you bring in all these forwards, man. Took Kevin Knox minutes in the second year. After coming off a decent rookie year, and he never rebounded from that. And then you brought in Tibbs, then it just all changed the game. And that was real talk. So I kind of think they did him wrong with that one, man. Then you bring in Reggie Bullock, like Parrish said, and it changed it. It changed the game, man. But I think he's gonna be in the NBA. Knox got a talent. He got size. He got talent. He just got he need to get to a team who more in tune to offense instead of defense. And then I think that might work out well for him, man. But I think that was a good move right there. Cam Reddish his D is, and he's naturally talented, real talk. And that's going to be exciting too. But hey, I got one for y'all. Let's say Evan Fournier, I'm just throwing this out there. Is not hyperbole, but let's say you could set up something like Cam Reddish, Evan Fournier. Another guy, a couple of picks, 2 picks or 3 picks for Brandon Ingram. Let Cam Reddish go out to New Orleans and roll with Zion Williamson. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. This thing is crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm with the Fishers on Devontae Murray thing, though. I think we can get that popping. We go in there and get Devontae Murray, man. Man, we good in New York for a minute. Man, that size and that front, that backcourt be nice. You can get Devontae Murray. Oh my God, bro, that'd be nice right there with him and RJ and Randall. And you still can go get another 3 and put RJ back at the 2. And Murray and RJ backcourt, it'd be crazy. That would be crazy, man. So things like that is out there. But I do think the Knicks going to do something else. I really do believe that. I do think they're going to bring some more talent up in here, and we'll see. You know what I mean? Because usually like people like Zion, they get them here. That's all good too. You know what I mean? Like I said, you just never know. But Cam Reddish is a baller, man. Cam Reddish is a baller. Real talk. I'll be civilized. He did mess up Knox, man. You ain't kidding. Yeah, but Cam Reddish is a baller, man. And I think he's going to bode well for the Knicks. I think he's going to make an impact on his team. I like that young core. I really do. Him and Grimes. Oh my goodness, and McBride. I mean, that's the future right there. You still got Lucas Sanders down there. It's going to be interesting in New York. It's going to be really interesting, man. So, like I said, in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see something else pop off. Especially when Derrick Rose get back, he's going to be ready to ball. Knicks going to be ready to roll, man. I think we're going to be ready to roll. So I think they're going to get these things done early so it give the team enough time to gel. And that's why I'm glad they're going to keep Cam Reddish. I'm glad they brought him in here early. That way he have enough time before the end of the season to get acclimated, you know what I mean, to what we do. And then they get popping. Yeah, you're right, Walter. Salute to you, Walter White. You're 100% right about that, man. Hope he can stay healthy, man, and they can, and I think we'd be good. So I really think we're gonna get it popping, man. I think we're gonna be here. We're gonna make some noise. And it started yesterday, with the shakeup and the aftermath, man, of Cam Reddish. Now it's on Leon Roldan to get and keep willing and dealing. Him and Brock Allen on the guy look at the number crunches and play chess while everybody else play checkers, and hopefully we can bring these cats in here and really, really get this thing going, man. Salute to all y'all up in here today, man. On the midday follow-up, Knicks Real Talk. Appreciate y'all coming in, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And I keep bringing y'all this content and get it popping, man. Yeah, man, but a good move, though. Good move overall. We still got a ways to go, but good move. But I think that move is going to pan out well for us. One way or the other, whether he stay or whether he go, it's going to pan out well. You keep it, he's going to pan out for us. You trade him in a bigger package, it's going to pan out well. So I got to give Leon Rose and all them guys they credit, man. Just when we think these cats are just resting on their laurels, they sit behind the scenes making moves. They keep everything quiet, under tap. They don't put too much out there. They always keep their thoughts to themselves. They don't address the media with it. They don't put it out there. You're right, Frank. We need a point guard now. That's what I'm looking at, man. I'm thinking about what's out there. I don't know how the Knicks can keep Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose. Because of the situation with their injury history and how long they've been in the league, though I like both of them, but Kimba's not going to play back-to-back anymore. Yeah, you're right. BC, that's 100% right. When he get back, it is going to be like another trade. You're absolutely right, 100%, my brother, real talk. But, if Kimba won't be playing back-to-backs, are we going to be able to depend on him when the playoffs get here? You know what I mean? So we're going to have to see if this thing going to pan out for him. You know what I mean? He could be part of a deal. You know what I mean? His contract is that simple. And I do think that's a possibility right there. Cash out James that Noel or Fournier then bring Mitch off the bench. I'm good with that as well. Miles Turner can get it. You know what I mean? He can get it. He's a real good savvy big man who can shoot the ball, stretch the floor as well. Good, one of the best shot blockers in the game. He probably could unleash his talent even more if he's down in New York, because he's not with Sabonis down there and in Indiana, and with the emergence of DeWalter and all these guys. He's not really getting the shine. He don't feel like he's a major piece. So we had to really, really see how that's going to pan out. Salute to Gregory Wilson. Yeah, man. I just think that they did him wrong down in New York. I don't think they developed Knox right. It's part New York. I'm gonna say 50% part on the Knicks organization and 50% part on himself. You know what I mean? But I just think that he got brought to an organization at the wrong time. You know what I mean? He came in there with Fizdale then brought in all these. My man then brought in all these power forwards, these fours. At that time, man, and so I do think that it didn't pan out well for them. But for him, and so now he got to move on. Tibbs didn't really have nothing for him because he's not a defense-minded guy. So he didn't have the skill set to benefit Tibbs, and I think that they moved on from him. But I think they did get a better deal with Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish got that it in him, man. You know what I mean? So I do think that that's an important look for them. You know what I mean? Let's see how it goes. And I do think that we still can get this thing popping. So let's stay tuned in with it, man. I think it's going to be more to come, and I think this thing is nowhere far from over. And I think we're going to be looking to make a couple of more moves in the next couple of weeks, or a move or two to bolster this team to get us in here. Because I think we will get. I don't think we will be in the buy-in. I think the Knicks will get up to at least a 6 or higher. Only when I say 6 because of the way the season went, we thought we were going to come out the gate a little bit more better than we did. Frank Mantle, that's a good move right there as well. The Mo Bamba situation, I like that. I think Noel go down there to help them young guys down there and let Mo Bamba come here and back up Mitch. I like that as well. I can't even front on that one. That'd be an awesome move right there. I like Mo Bamba. He's starting to play some good ball. And you know what, Frank Mantle, we got a first to give him. Hey, give him Noel. And matter of fact, I would do this here literally. Noel, Terrence Ross for Mo Bamba, and maybe a couple of picks, and somebody else to fit to make the contract match. Let's go get it. You know what I mean? I'm good with that one as well. That was a good call, Frank Montel. I think that would be well. Yeah, you're right. He is the last man standing for the Mills era. Be civilized. Mitch is a tough situation for me. I'm a Mitch stain. I like Mitch, and I think that he's coming to his own. But I know, with that $1.8 million contract, they're gonna have to re him up. And he's playing some good basketball right now. He's starting to get his conditioning back, and he's starting to really make put some good work in New York. So I'm really curious about what they're gonna do with that. You know what I mean? I hope not, man. That'd be crazy, man, because that young Mitch was dominating the other day against the Mavericks. That was the Mitch I want to see. Alex Burstyn was getting the ball, finding them. His offense rebounded is second to none. His athleticism was starting to come back, starting to be able to catch some lobs here and there. And think about this here. Watch Atlanta game against Clint Capella. You'll see why Mitch is so important. You know what I mean? He had 2 days off. Probably got a chance to get in more shape. Work on this game a little bit, man. He's an important player, man. I hope the Knicks do the right thing with him. That's why I don't have a problem with moving Noel, and next year give Mitch Noel money if he can stay healthy. You know what I mean? Because I do think Mitch is important, man. When he on, he dominant. He can change the game, man, on both sides of the floor. So I think that's something I hope the Knicks don't do. I just think they hope they keep this young man and let him keep prospering and all that good stuff, man. But like I said, the Cam Reddish deal was a solid deal, and that's what we harping on. It was a solid deal for us. And we gotta make sure we do this wisely, man. And like I said, Tibbs seen what Mitchell Robinson did the other day. He ain't no fool. He know this man can get down, and then we all know he can get down because we Knicks fans have watched it for 4 years. They're minus the injuries. You take the injuries out of the equation, Mitch would have been crazy by now. I think that injury last year set him back a little bit, but I think he's starting to come around, man. So let's hope that the Knicks don't make that move, man. Like I said, I don't care if you don't re him up, but you don't trade him this year. Not what $1.8 million, 19 and 10 in the game for $1.8 million. If you don't even sign him next year, you don't trade him right now for to keep him up for $1.8 million. You know what I mean? But I think you trade Noel and give Mitch his money. Give Mitch 12, 13 million. Or 12, 11, 12, whatever, man. You should have he been with the Knicks 4 years on them little $1 million contracts. I think they owe that to that man to give him some money to stay in New York. You know what I mean? And let this man be able to feed his family like that, man, because he earned his money, real talk. So, that's going to be an interesting move right there. I think they pay him, though. Gregory, I'm for sure. I think the Knicks pay him. I just hope that they wise enough to don't get caught up in all this stuff because unless you bring in somebody that it's a no-brainer. If it's and now you talking about you got to bring him because you threw him in a package with Karl Anthony Towns, then you have to take that, man, and we'll see how that go. And real quick, let me take a pause for the calls and we get back at it, man. Y'all stay up in here, man. We get it popping and we'll make it happen. And all that good stuff, man. So let me see how this thing go. We're gonna see how it go, man. We get it popping, man, and I think the Knicks is here, man. But I like the Cam Reddish thing. Y'all talk to me, man. What do y'all think the Knicks should do with him, man? Do y'all think he back up Fournier, and all that good stuff, man? What y'all think about that? And y'all let me know what's up with that, man. And let me go a pause for the call, make a break, commercial break. I'll be right back, and we get back at it again.
Jamendo.com.
Yeah, salute y'all. We back, man. A little pause to call the commercial break for a minute, man. But yeah, man, let's keep getting popping, everything, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm up in here. And we just stay focused, man. But yeah, the Cam Reddish thing was a good move. I'm glad that the Knicks made that move. I think we still gonna get it popping one way or the other. And you're right though. Be civil. I've been Frank Milo. We find a way to get Mo Bamba. That's another good look. But we just got to keep being influenced by what the Knicks doing, man. They're looking good right now. Great move so far. I don't have no problem with the move that they made. We just got to keep it up, keep it going, and then we'll see where this thing takes us. But right now, it's going to be some wheeling and dealing still going on. I don't think we're done with this thing yet, by no means. I think we still make another move to make, and all that good stuff, man. So let's do what we're gonna do, man. I like the Robert Covington thing as well. Expiring $11 million expiring contract. That's another contract that Knicks need to look at. Robert Covington, you know what I mean? 1 year, $11 million left. You know what I mean? On that deal, man. You know, after this deal here, free agent, you could move a piece like Noel or Alex Burks, either one of them. And here's the good thing about that: you free up $10 million the following year because now you got him off the books. You know what I mean? You go get a Robert Covington for $11 million. You send out somebody like one of our other players. All you're doing is literally freeing up that Noel or that Burks next year $10 million. So that you save $10 million going into that next year. The free agent class next year, because like I said, Robert Covington is only aspiring $11 million. You don't have to sign him back, and you can let him walk, and then you say that next year on that deal that we had with Fournier, Burks, not Fournier, but excuse me, Alex Burks and Nolan Noel. I think you got to look at that, and I think that somebody like Alex Burks will fit well in Portland. You know what I mean? With being that Damian Lillard and C.J. McCullough, they need some scoring. I know they need defense as well, but he can go in there and pick up the slack for C.J. McCullough being down for a minute, give him some easy points there. So it's going to be interesting, man. We got a lot of deals that we can make moves with, a lot of deals that we can move and make moves. We got a good situation in New York City with the way the contract is structured and the way the draft picks are structured. The draft pick we gave up for Cam Reddish, 2022 first round protected. That pick ain't going to be too much. Charlotte going to be in the playoffs the way they playing. So that pick is not going to be really that important to us. You know what I mean? And so I think we do try to keep that thing popping and let Cam Reddish get in here and get it popping on Saturday. He's going back home. We're going to be in the State Farm Arena in the building. Cam Reddish back in the ATL where he got drafted at. And now he's going to go back home and let them know, like, listen, man, y'all traded me. Let me show you what I'm made of. So I'm happy about that, man. B. Civil said keep Cam a dump for you, dude. Too. That makes no sense to have $19 million on the bench because I want him to be in the starting lineup. That makes a lot of sense as well. He had a chance to get some playoff experience last year against the Knicks. So it's not like he's not familiar with the playoffs because he was there last year. You know what I mean? So Cam Reddish was in that series against the Knicks. So he got that experience in the playoffs last year. So he won't go into the playoffs feeling like it's new to him. And that's a good thing. That's why I'm happy about this trade because he got playoff experience last year going up against us in the playoffs. So he'd be ready for it. Be civilized. I think that Fournier situation, all that is interesting. It's always interesting. There's a lot of opportunities out there for the Knicks. I mean, man, like I said, you look at the De'Aaron Fox situation. I don't know if people want him or not, but they will talk about out there. I mean, can they willing to do Halliburton? Now they got Davion Mitchell, or are they going to go young and keep Davion Mitchell and Halliburton and try to move Fox? Or are they going to say we got to move one of them other guys? Maybe they might say Halliburton. They might want to keep Davion Mitchell and may say, we might put Halliburton up in here. You know what I mean? So, whoa. I mean, You know, I like what the Fisher said with the Devontae Murray thing. That's a big move. You know what I mean? You could pull that off. And you know, we've been cramming for a Nick point guard, a legitimate point guard for the last so many years. So if you can pull some of the guys up out of there in a deal, you make it happen. You know what I mean? And we got to stay. I'm quite sure the Knicks are doing their due diligence, man. I'm quite sure they're on the phone working, wheeling and dealing. I'm quite sure they really doing all their homework, making calls, you know, checking to see what's out there, what's available. You know, them guys stay busy. Like I said, just when you think they ain't doing nothing, we wind up getting 2 or 10 things like this here. Because the Cam Reddish thing was out there for about a week, and they took it and ran with it. You know, and now he's here. So I mean, the aftermath of it now will be whether we keep him or we move him. So it's a good situation to be in. I think we're good either way it go. And it's going to be a real good look for the Knicks. I'm excited about the move. I'm happy about the move. Salute to the Knicks for doing the right thing, man, and make sure we ready to go on all cylinders going into the last half of the season, trying to get into the playoffs. So I'm really happy about the way they did that, man. So we got to keep this thing going and keep it popping, and let's get it going, man. So like I said, tomorrow the ATL, we be up in the building trying to go for that third win, and that's what it is, man. Salute to Tim up in the building. Tim, salute to you. Yeah, man. So we go down to the ATL tomorrow, try to go for win number 3. You know, I'll be on tomorrow on pregame 6 o'clock. Knicks Real Talk. But right now, y'all on the follow up. You know, the morning show, the follow up. I'm here, man. Just trying to grade y'all with some content and see what's popping. Yeah, man. But you know, like I said, the Cam Reddish thing was good. I'll give the Knicks an A on that one. I don't have a problem with that. I'll give them a solid A on that one. Solid move for the Knicks, man. To get rid of a contract that you wasn't going to re-sign up anyway. You wasn't bringing Kevin Knox back here. The land, like I said, that Charlotte pick can be in a low pick. You know what I mean? I don't think we were looking at dealing with any drafted anyway at that level this year. You know, I think we about to go for the bigger things now because we got enough young talent on the team. This team, you take away Derrick Rose, Todd Gibson, Alice Burks, Noel, and I mean the rest of the team is young, pretty much young. Julius Randle only 26, 27. So you know we still got a lot of young talent down here. And then, so I do think they're going to bring in somebody to help us get through the playoffs. Because I know we don't want that mistake that we had last year when we came in the first round and went out. You know, and like I said, Atlanta Hawks caught lightning in a bottle last year. Got all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I still don't think that team was that better than ours. You know what I mean? Other than they had a way better point guard who was top of the food chain, and Trae Young. But other than that, I don't think Zach Collins is better than Julius Randle. I don't think Kevin Huerter is better than R.J. Barrett. And that's real talk. I don't. You know what I mean? So. I think now that, you know, this time we go into the playoffs, I know we're gonna go in there a little bit more focused. I think we're gonna be ready to roll up out of there that first round and go to the next one. But our Knicks will be in there. Yeah, good real talk, B Solid. I second that, my brother. I give you that's real talk, man. That's real talk. I give them that +2, man. They damn sure hustled him. You got rid of Kevin Knox, and you could have let him walk for nothing. And you wind up, you know, and that's they didn't do Kevin Knox like they did Frank Ntilikina last year. They let Frank walk for nothing. They could have got a second round pick for him or something. But this year they didn't play that game. You know, and I'm quite sure they are, man. Frank Montel, I really believe they are. But so, you know, overall that was a really good move for the Knicks, man. Like I said, this front office is about their business, man. You look at what they did since they've been here. They made real low key move that benefit. You know what's crazy? They said Dennis Smith Jr. got a second rounder for Derrick Rose. They said Kevin Knox and got a second round pick and Cam Reddish. The Knicks be willing and dealing, man. And so all that noise about our front office, kill that noise. Don't catch me. And they doing it with guys who got talent and they not overpaid. You know what I mean? The Knicks wanted to. They could have let Derrick Rose walk last year in free agency and still came out okay. You know what I mean? So when he get back, it's gonna be on and popping. You know, we got some young talent down there, man. Yep, yeah, absolutely, man. And I think we needed to get something back for Frank, man. I thought that was I think the Knicks did that wrong, man. I thought they should have got Frank out of there at the trading deadline, or got a second rounder or late something, you know, and I think it would have panned out. But you know, it's water under the bridge. But it's all good. You know, you know, it is what it is, man. But they made some real good moves so far, man. And I think the best is yet to come. I think there's one move out there I think the Knicks gonna be making, and I got a feeling it's gonna happen soon. I got a feeling it's gonna happen sooner than later. Whether it's Miles Turner, whether it's Christian Woods, whether it's a point guard, whether it's any name that you guys put out there, I do think they're going to make a move. I think we're going to wheel and deal in the next few, and then we'll take it from there. You know what I mean? But I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the Cam Reddish move. I really am, man. And like you said, you put that man at the 3, move RJ back at the 2, man. So who knows? And we got to keep an eye on the Fournier thing. We got to keep an eye on the Kimba thing. I don't know if I can see Kimba being here the whole season if he's not going to be able to play consistently with that knee. I don't know how that benefit the Knicks in any way. You know what I mean? How does it benefit them if he can't stay healthy and relevant through the playoffs? You know what I mean? Unless he's gonna be a spark plug off the bench. I can't see him starting one game, then he got to sit out. Because if he played tomorrow, and then after that Monday's game, we got a back-to-back Monday and Tuesday. So obviously, he's not going to play on the back-to-back. And that's the situation that we're going to have to deal with him moving forward is if he's going to be able to be reliable through the rest of the season. Because if Kemba Walker can't play, if God forbid something happens, he can't play in the playoffs, then to me it was a waste of a contract. I know he's a homegrown kid and all that. I get it. I really get it. The man got skills and everything. I'm not questioning my man's skills, his ability to play basketball. I'm just questioning his durability. And we need him in the playoffs. We need him and Derrick Rose in the playoffs in the biggest way. So I'm hoping that if the Knicks going to keep him, he's ready for that. You know what I mean? Manage minutes through the rest of the season. Then we get to the playoffs, hoping he could contribute and help us. But I'm glad that the injury wasn't like an injury. He just was like soreness. But, how long that soreness is going to be bothering him, we don't know. But we'll see. But right now, we're going to take it for what it is and move on with it, man. But good move, though. Good move. I'm excited about that. Let's see how we get it popping, man, going forward, man. And I'm definitely going to hit you guys up on Saturday pregame. We going in and get it popping, man, and get ready to get for the battle in Atlanta. We be down in the ATL. We need this win to get 3 in a row, get one game over 500. Then we got 4 games in a row at the Garden. 4 games in a row. We won an ATL Saturday, and we got 4 home games in the Garden where we've been playing at home. Man, can you imagine the Knicks now being 25 and 21 after being under 500 not too long ago? Teams start playing with 7-3 in the last 10 games. We playing well. Defense playing well. Fournier starting to come around, starting to hit shots. RJ on another level. Julius and got through I got Julius and got the stuff up his mind since last week. I think he's ready to go. So yeah, man. I'm with you on that when I'm at Frank Mato, that Miles turning Mo Bamba. That's a good situation to be in. I don't have a problem with either one of them guys. And I could definitely see that. You know what I mean? So man, but if you get Miles Turner or Mo Bamba with Mitchell Robinson, we good. We good. We are good in New York City that back up at that 5 spot. I mean, we are really good. You know what I mean? That's a good look. So that's one position we can do that take care of the stretch situation. And then if we're gonna keep Cam Reddish took care of the wing situation and really was out there for us to make a move at the point guard spot. So it remained to be seen, but we good at the 2 guard. You got RJ, Quickly, Grimes. You know what I mean? You got Alec Burks there. So we got a deep team, man. Let's not get it twisted. We got a deep team. I just wonder how it's going to pan out when Derrick Rose come back and when Kemba Walker come back. Who's going to be on the out? Think about that. When Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker get back to the Knicks lineup, who's going to be out of the rotation? We probably know McBride going to be out. You know what I mean? You can't take Grimes but Quickly out. You just can't do that. So that's why we're going to have to move one of them other guys or maybe a couple of them. There's no way you take the way Grimes is playing basketball in New York City out of that lineup, out that rotation. I just don't even see that happening. You know what I mean? His defense is special. His 3-point shot is special. So he showed Reggie Bullock the other game why we didn't need to. 3 and D at the 2. Can knock it down, can get it popping. So, it's going to be interesting to see, man, going forward in the next couple of weeks. Next week I'll throw out the trade scenario part 2. What's the scenario part 2? I'll throw some more guys up in there and see who you think they're going to be possible to trade for. One of them was on my list. We got him yesterday. You know what I mean? On my first list the other day, I had Cam Reddish on there. Cam Reddish is in New York now, so I scratched him off the list. So it was going to be interesting to see who else we can get up in here that was on that list, man. And but I like all you guys' thoughts, though. I like the Mo Bamba. I like the Miles Turner. I like the Fishers with Devontae Murray. And Thaddeus Young, I like that as well. Thaddeus Young, I like that Thaddeus Young in Mountain because he could play the 4 where Obi at. You know what I mean? Sometime. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what go on. Would you trade? Oh, absolutely, I would. Absolutely, Frank Matos. Absolutely, I would. I like Obi, but I just think that Obi is he is tough, man. He's in a tough spot, bro. He really is. But yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. I don't have no problem with that, because it's not about all the sentimental stuff. I just don't think Obi defense is working out with Tom Thibodeau. I just don't think the defense is working out. And he's a talented dude. I don't want to trade him, but would I trade him for that trade right there? I sure would. Absolutely. To bring Miles Turner here, you're gonna have to sacrifice somebody. So I think Obi Toppin might be that one, the young piece. I think he might be that young piece that you got to sacrifice just due to the fact the way Emmanuel Quickly is playing basketball. But at the same time, we got guys that like Grimes and all them who could do what Emmanuel Quickly do. So it's interesting, Frank Matos, but I do like that though. I do like that. Miles, and here's it was crazy. Let's say if you did do that, and Julius Randle go to the bench, because Miles Turner could stretch the floor, you could play him and Mitchell Robinson at the same time. Make Miles Turner stretch forward, just like Mobley and all these guys in Cleveland. Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine Mitchell Robinson and Miles Turner at the power forward for a couple of relieving Mitch and Randall? So you bring Mitch move Turner to the 4 spot and let Randall get a breather on the bench. Now you got 2 7-footers, one who can stretch the floor, and they both shot blockers. You look at that Cleveland front line, man, with Jared Allen, Mobley, and Laurie Marketing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm good with that, man. Yeah, he just got to go find his place. And here's the good thing about that: he need to go somewhere where he's going to get playing time and flourish. I think he gets some time down in Indiana. When you move Sabonis to the 5, now you got Obi Toppin, Duarte, and guys like that down there. And I think they're gonna move. They're gonna build around Duarte and them guys. So it's very possible, man, that can happen. But for Miles Turner, yes, indeed. I like you, Obi, but it's a wrap though. Yep, absolutely. D Nice, salute to you, my brother. Salute. Yeah, you're right, man. He will never shine, man. That's the only reason I say it's best to trade him. Not because I don't like him, because he is never going to be able to prosper, like you said, or shine long Julius Randle holding down that 4 spot in New York. He will never be able to get that opportunity to be who he could be. His minutes always going to be sparingly, and I just think it's best for him to go somewhere to be able to be free of all this stuff, get out of the city, get out of New York. You know what I mean? Maybe the pressure could be mounting too. A homegrown kid coming to New York, the pressure's on him. He's an electrifying young man. I love him, but it just seemed like it's not working out the way you think it would for Obi Toppin. You know what I mean? And because of Julius Randle. And it's saying that he got drafted in this situation, man, that he had to get drafted in a situation where normally when you drafted like that, where he was at, you come into a team that's not building. They rebuilding. They're not really established already. Obi Toppin came into a situation where the Knicks were trying to go to the playoffs. Usually when you're a guy like him, you come into a situation where the team stunk up the whole year. And they were looking to rebuild, and you had a chance to make mistakes as you learn and go. And I think that's the situation that Obi got put in. He just came at the wrong time, and the Knicks fighting for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He might be here, he might not. I'm not wishing for him to leave, but if the right piece coming on, then you got to do what you got to do. You got to move him. You just can't keep him. And if he's not going to be able to fit the mold that we're trying to fit, but you never know. You never know. It's going to be interesting how all this work out with Cam Reddish now. It really is, man. It's going to be interesting to see how it all work out. So, we're going to keep our ears to the ground, man, our eyes to the sky, and see what happened in the next couple of weeks, and I think it's going to be something going on. I think we will get it, man. But, yeah, that's the biggest thing, D Nice, is that point guard side. And I think that's going to be in the making as well. I think the Knicks already know by what they did with Kemba Walker at the beginning of the season, with that out of the rotation. Now the man is injured because of soreness. The Knicks got to be looking at that. There's no way they're not looking at that. You know what I mean? They got to be like, listen, I don't know if he's going to be able to be around long enough in the playoffs to maintain and give us what we need. We got Derrick Rose to be coming back, and and we got to see what shape he's going to be in. So it's a situation down there where as McBride, we think he's ready, but he might not be ready. So we need a prominent dude there at the point guard spot. There's somebody who can really get it popping, and there's some names out there. They'd be out there. And what we get, they need to be a facilitator first and foremost, scorer and a facilitator. We need some guys who think pass first, and but also can put the ball in the hole. But if anything I would do, I would definitely call San Antonio. There you go, my man. As I said, he put it right there. I would call San Antonio, and you 100% right, D-Nice. I call San Antonio and the Sacramento Kings, see if either one of them guys available. I don't know which way San Antonio going. Are they going to build around DeJounte Murray? They don't have no superstars down there. They don't have guys who can take them to the next level. So I wonder what Pop and them is going to do down there. I wonder if R.C. Buford and them is going to just say, you know what, we're going to maintain for a couple of years, build some young assets, and then jump back in it. Or they say we're going to sign DeJounte Murray and look forward with a little bit of cap space they got and try to go get somebody else. But I do like either one of them guys. They would be perfectly fit in New York City. I really do. So I think the Knicks out there looking. I think they're looking. I think they're on the board and all that good stuff, man. So I think they're gonna figure this thing out and get it popping. And once they do, then we be ready to roll. And but overall, man, it was great for you guys chiming in today, man. And I appreciate you cats coming in here, man. I just want to bring out some content on a follow up. Y'all can catch me every morning, man, 7:30 on a follow up after every Knick game, the post game follow up, no doubt about it. And man, and I'll see you cats on the next episode, man. I appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, and help me grow this thing, man, so I can get better and better and get out more and more Knick content, and we can get this thing popping and everything, like, man, so we can kind of be one in the forefront of this Knick stuff and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about it. Yeah, they would, man. They definitely would be civilized, like I said. But San Antonio had to see what they're gonna do. But I think they sign him though. I don't see them letting him go. He could be their cornerstone, and then you just bring everybody around, put some players around him. But in the last couple of years, they got rid of a lot of their good contracts just to get there. They got rid of Aldridge, they got rid of Patty Mills. They got rid of all these guys, man. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I see y'all, man. Y'all check me out tomorrow, 6:00 pregame. Knicks down in Atlanta. Cam Reddish back in the building. Knicks Real Talk. It's the follow up. It's your man Divine. I appreciate you cats coming in here, man. And I'm definitely gonna get with you cats on the next one. And until then, man, let's get it popping, man. I see you guys, man. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace. Yeah, man. Salute everybody. But y'all have it, man. Have a good one. I'll see y'all, man. And let's get it popping tomorrow. We're gonna be in the building, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit me up, 6:00. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Knicks Real Talk, man. We be in the building, man. Let's go get it. Knicks Real Talk, man. We in the building. You already know what it is. The follow up, your man Divine. Knicks Real Talk. We all over the place. Let's get it popping. You already know. Make sure y'all check out the new promo dropping, fire, next month. I got the new promo dropping off, man. It's going to be crazy, man. So y'all check it out. It's going to be real nice. I think I did a good job on this, man. The lyrics is fire. Everything is fire, man. So y'all look out for the new promo coming up pretty soon. Till then, man, y'all stay humble, stay focused. COVID-19 is still out there, man. Y'all make sure y'all wear your mask, wash your hands, all that good stuff, and be safe and protect yourself. And y'all hit me up tomorrow. Knicks Real Talk. Knicks in Atlanta, down in the ATL. Cam Reddish back in the building. Y'all already know, man. Knicks Real Talk. I'm out of here, man. Peace, everybody, man. Y'all have a good day.